Hey y'all, Jamie here, proud 54-year-old trans woman from New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, where I left off yesterday with my little adventures was getting rid of a hot car with a chop shop. Yeah, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go catch up. Everyone else has. Now, my friend Dino and I, after we got rid of the car, we went and got a hotel room, and we were at the Westheimer Hill, and it was a hotel right on the strip. So later that day, I guess it was early afternoon, we went walking down Westheimer and we were trying to make some money. So Dino wasn't really catching attention because boys just didn't make the money that the dolls did. So I caught the attention of a car. The guy pulled over, and I explained to him that Dino was my friend, blah, blah, blah. And the guy was like, okay, well, I just want you. And I was like, fine, but we have to give him a ride too. So he agreed. The guy said he had $75. And he wanted to get a hotel. Out of that 75, mind you. So I knew about an apartment complex that was called 2212 Dunlevy because that was the address. And it was notorious for trans women and gay people, and it was just a very LGBTQ complex. And so I knew that they were cheap apartments. I told this man, if you're willing to get a hotel room, would you be willing to spend $75 to get an apartment for me? And the guy said, really? You can get one for that? And I said, yeah, absolutely, I can. And so he agreed, and we went to 2212 Dunlevy. And I went to speak to the manager, and I introduced myself, and the man introduced himself, and the manager said, sure, and he showed us a unit, and it was on the first floor, and it was, look, it was in the gay ghetto, so it was an okay apartment. It was not all that. But anyway, I told the man, yes, I wanted it for sure. And so I was looking at the place with Dino, and we were like mapping out what we were going to put where, and all of that stuff. This place came fully furnished, $75 a week, all utilities paid. Yeah, that was the good old days. While we were looking at the apartment, the client of mine was filling out the lease and the paperwork and everything, and he did not know what name to put for me, other than I had told him Jamie. So he put my name with his last name on the lease. That would come in later. Remember that. It's a clue. So anyway, he paid for the apartment. We did our thing. He went about his way, and Dino and I started to settle into our little apartment. And we were so happy to have this little place. You have no idea. And I thought, finally, it's not a hotel. It's a real apartment. I'm not moving in with some girl like with Crystal. So we were settling in, and I think it was like the second or third night we were there. We're sitting in the living room, and all of a sudden we hear a commotion, and then there's a bam, bam, bam on our door. And I'm like, holy hell, what the hell is this? So I open the door. HPD. Houston Police Department. Yeah. So my heart dropped to the floor. I'm 15 and Dino was only 16, and we're living in this apartment, and we don't have any ID, no nothing, and here's cops at my door. Come to find out, they were performing a raid on the apartments. Isn't that lovely? Really classy place, I'm telling you. So they were performing a raid, and they put us on the sofa, and they said, you just sit right there and we'll let you know when this is all cleared and, all of that. So we're sitting there, and the police officers are like opening counters, opening cabinets, opening drawers, looking under beds, you name it. And while they're doing all of that, and we're sitting there trying to figure out what the hell's going on, we're freaking out. I happened to look up, and the overhead light in the living room was on. And then I nudged Dino, and I was like, hello, look up there. And Dino did. Inside of the light fixture, you know, those square like frosted light fixtures, with the light on, clear as day, a syringe. Yeah, for shooting up drugs. That's right, a rig. Sitting in the light fixture, clear as day. You could see the orange cap on it and everything. And my heart just was in my throat. I thought I was for sure going to jail. I thought, you know, this is it. And if you want to know what happened, y'all know the routine. Be here tomorrow and I'll finish the story. Thank you for all the love. I love all of you, and keep watching. Bye, y'all.